Week 7 of the 2015 football season. Welcome into another edition of the Big 12 Minute alongside Mr. Wendell Barnhouse. I'm merely Mitch Gerber. Wendell, last week was a good week of games. Going to be tough to top this weekend, but let's start with OU and Kansas State. Going to be a good one.
A good one, and two teams that didn't have good games last week. Oklahoma losing to its rival Texas, a big surprising victory for the Longhorns in the Cotton Bowl in the rivalry game. Kansas State with an 18-point halftime lead, couldn't hold on to it. So now Oklahoma's on the road to K-State. Oklahoma, if they want to keep pace in the league standings, they pretty much have to win this game. Kansas State thinks right now that they could be undefeated. They let two of their losses really slip away. So this is kind of a fulcrum game for both teams.
Well, after the break, we're going to take a look at another premier matchup in the Big 12 Conference this weekend. You're watching today's Big 12 Minute.
An athletic scholarship extends way beyond athletics. Many of today's athletes would never be able to attend college without an athletic scholarship. Today, 1 in 5 student athletes are first-generation scholars. Student athletes graduate at a higher rate than the rest of the student bodies, and they graduate with less debt. Athletic scholarships are second only to the GI Bill in providing access to a college education. The Big 12 Conference, making champions for life.
Welcome back to Friday's edition of the Big 12 Minute. Wendell, West Virginia and Baylor are going to be our other matchup this weekend. Give us your thoughts on that one.
Well, you know, last year the only loss Baylor had in the regular season was at West Virginia, so it's a little bit of a revenge game for the Bears. West Virginia coming off 2 losses now. They were really stunned to get beat at home to Oklahoma State. West Virginia has committed 9 turnovers their last 2 games. They got to get that cleaned up. Now, Baylor's offense continues to just tear everybody up. They're on pace to set the FBS record for scoring in a single season, and they could do it in just 12 games. The record was set in 14 games. You know, at some point in time, Baylor is going to have a slow game on offense. But if Baylor has a bad day, they could still score 40. So I don't know if West Virginia's offense is going to be able to keep up with the Bears. But again, this is a big game for Baylor. Ranked 2 in the nation. They need to keep their momentum going if they want to hope to get in that college football playoff.
Well, that one's going to begin at 11 a.m. over on Fox. But before we go today, switching gears a little bit, hard to believe, but basketball season is going to be right around the corner, and one of the Big 12 coaches got a prestigious award.
That's right. Tubby Smith, the veteran coach at Texas Tech, this week was named the John R. Wooden Legends Coach of the Year. He will receive that honor in Los Angeles next April when they do all the Wooden Awards. So a big honor for Coach Tubby Smith. And remember, next Tuesday in Kansas City at the Sprint Center, it's Big 12 Men's Basketball Media Day. Make sure to follow us on Big12Sports.com for all the coverage of that event.
You know what else you can find on Big12Sports.com?
Recaps,
analysis, and much more throughout the weekend. Thanks for watching this edition of the Big 12 Minute.